it's now live. Okay, we're live. We're live. Hey peeps, hey peeps, hey peeps, hey peeps. So I guess we can consider that other one quite an introduction. Maybe that's it.
I guess.
That was our introduction to tonight's show on sexual repression in your relationships. And now we're picking up from being non-binary. What does that mean? You don't either identify with either being male or female. Very fluid in sexuality and identification. Very fluid. And we've been talking about that's been around for quite a while. But this conversation is about repression in sexual relationships due to a friend who has desire, yet her desires have not been expressed or fully expressed in her life because her her current relationship doesn't allow for that. So I asked her, well, do you want to have a conversation with your husband about that so that you can, allow for it, have some open dialogue about that? No. So what I found with the sexual repression is if a person does not address it, if we don't acknowledge it, it'll pop off. It's like a volcano. That energy under the surface, of course, this is Tantra Talks, and this is all about spirituality and using this sexual energy, this very potent creative energy for fulfilling a magnificence in our lives. And that when it's repressed, problems, and then I find that, it pops off like a volcano. So what say you on the topic, Wiz?
Well, I like to always take the opposite route because we need to cover all aspects. And so I'm always giving the psychological side of it. So it's not more of what is there to say. It's more about what it is, what it could be, what is it for that person, is it actually sexual repression? Yeah, because that's what we need to look at. Because a lot of times, we're talking about people again. And 90-something% of people, I don't want to say are the lay people, but aren't always spiritually in tune and in tune with self. So it's always about more for me. It's uncovering what's really going on. Because there's a kid that's bored and he's acting out of control, high energy in the 60s, actually in the 90s and 80s, where it's, he's ADHD, give him medications. No, he's not. How about we look at the psychosocial aspects? How about we look at this person's personalities? How about we look at the things that may be triggering such things, So, so how about we get into what is actually sexual repression? Take it away, Val.
That's a good. Oh, good Lord. So I did bring up this topic, and my definition of sexual repression: desire, de means of the, sire means father. So all desire really comes from the father. Desire comes from spirit. So a lot of times we say desire, there's something wrong with desire. There is nothing wrong with desire whatsoever. And we get into these habits of thinking from religion, from society, that there is something wrong with desire. There's nothing wrong with desire inherently, right? There's nothing inherently wrong with desire. Everyone has desires. If we didn't have desires, something would be wrong. If you didn't see something desirable and enjoy it, you're made to enjoy this life. What I believe happens for people is it's clouded by judgment and fear. So you're in a relationship, maybe you're in a relationship with a husband and wife. The wife feels like she's attracted to other women, feels the desire. That's something seeking to express. It doesn't mean that she's supposed to run out and sleep with all the women that she can sleep with. It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that, right? It means that, let me acknowledge what's coming up, understand what this is, and let me give myself permission to be with it, to see if this is something that I want to express. Maybe the answer is no, not now. Maybe as it continues to come up, that's worth exploration, not just bottling it up. So exploration in a healthy way is wonderful. We've all explored. And all you do when you explore is you learn. As long as there's the intention of love. So with her situation, she just completely X'd it out because, you know, she has a husband and she's being faithful to her husband, which is beautiful, really beautiful. However, what do you do with all this sexual desire that comes up when you see all these people that you want to be with, particularly of the same sex, because that's her experience? And some people it's the opposite sex. What do you do with that? Because that's not going away. How do you address it?
All right. Well, you know, I get kind of technical with things. You know, it's like the lawyer in me. So I'm not a lawyer,
Go for
but,
it.
but that's why I went to law school. I was like, this is what
I know that's right.
because when we're looking at it, it's like it to me, you have to be kind of like in a state in which you're kind of prevented. Like the key part of it is being prevented from expressing like your sexuality or like your desires, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, I mentioned fear, you mentioned fear, and it is, but a lot of times I don't think it's only that. I think is like more like the guilt or the shame that's associated with like, you know, with your impulsive behavior or desires. And to me, those are the things that we have to look at. Because when we talk about repression, right? There's a whole lot of layers and facets of that. Now we're talking about fear, guilt, and shame. So now there's a whole bunch of social, psychosocial things attached to that, right? Now we're talking about the third layer is we're talking about impulsive behavior or needs or desires. Are they impulsive? Are you going through a phase? What is it exactly? And I'm sorry to make this long-winded, but I just can't see a client and say, oh, well, you just having this. Like, no, there are so many facets within the facets. You know what I mean? There's like 3 layers to me that I have to just look at. And now when we look at that, we have to go into past, present, and future. Because when we have people that come to us with this help, like, we have to kind of put it on a spreadsheet for them so they can kind of see and follow the story in the timeline to help bring some clarity to them. That's like when we talked about the anal stuff, or like, how do you know you're not gay if you never even thought about it or processed it? You know, because you're homophobic, because society tells you no. Like, you got to go through these processes, and that's part of you finding yourself and knowing what you want, what you don't want, or what's going on or not. I'm talking a lot. So I'm gonna throw it back and look at some of the feedback possibly.
I like this.
Go ahead.
What was the comment?
I
like this. Oh,
no, go ahead. Sorry.
I like this desire and impulse, because I've been there and I've been impulsive. And impulsive, it didn't work out good for me. That did not turn out well for me. Desire is a deeper thing, and I know that sometimes there's clarity around desire, because we read the teachings of Buddha, and in the teachings of Buddha it says desire causes suffering. Yet for me, within and ask, what does that mean? It means longing, right? Like this longing for something that definitely causes suffering, because you could be longing for something, never get it. It's almost like thirsty. My sister and I call, you know, dudes that are like that, we call them thirsty, because they are a little too much. You know, it's thirsty. But that, you know what I mean? Yeah. That kind of thing, that like, it's a need. It's like people that have needs like that, they're dangerous people, because they haven't had their own needs fulfilled. So therefore, they will try to get you to fulfill their needs. Therefore, they're likely to use manipulation or coercion or whatever. I used to have one in my life who was a martyr, and he used guilt to do what he wanted to do, what he wanted them to do, because believed that he had a need. So this desire, suffering, I don't see it as, the word may be a little not perfect because words are not perfect. So when we talk about desire, I'm not talking about, oh, they look hot, let me jump on that. I'm not talking about that. And I'm also not talking about impulsively doing whatever you feel like in your body. You feel something in your body, you just follow it. Because we know as spiritual masters, this channel is spirituality. As spiritual masters, spirit is in control of the body, right? It's spirit, mind, body. Spirit, we give our mind to spirit. Spirit takes over the mind, and the mind controls the body. So we don't put the body in the driver's seat because that's disaster. That's a recipe for disaster. We've all been there. So I see it as a very wonderful thing. We desire a mango. You desire love. You desire beauty. That's part of what's in the human heart. Desire. It's beautiful. Desires come from God. To just say no to your desire without any kind of exploration, that's where, for me, the sexual repression comes in. Because if you have these desires, but they keep coming up, right? So she'll see someone, it's like, ooh, you feel it, but then it's like, oh no, I can't do that. Oh, okay. Then, okay, you feel it, but you don't do anything. Okay. But you do that 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. And you just continue to say no to it rather than say, what's coming up for me? Exploring it. Before you explore it with somebody else, explore it within yourself. You're going to have a problem. You're going to have a problem. And so is your mate, probably. Somebody's going to have a problem.
There we are.
There we are.
All right. Well, I was reading and answering some people, so I wasn't.
Woo! Tell me about it.
I know you were talking about desire.
What's happening?
No, they were just talking about men and females, and a lot of men being attracted to females, and so on and so on. And we talked about how some people believe that Adam was both before Eve. The female part of him was pulled out of him, which is why the men and the women together as one are whole in a lot of senses. So that's that.
Kabbalah teaches that too, that Adam and Eve were one before the fall, and then they fell into two.
Give a little details on that to the people that were there, because I didn't give them full details. So tell them what Kabbalah teaches you.
Kabbalah teaches that in the beginning, when God first made Adam Kadmon was a divine blueprint of humanity, and that it was one being. It was both male and female, and they were actually connected. Almost like, not really Siamese twins, because it was beautiful. It was more beautiful connection than that. And then after the fall, there was a separation. So there was this, all of the stories teach that there was somehow a fall. Like there was oneness, and then there was duality. And the duality was symbolized by eating from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. That once you ate from that tree, it didn't say that it was the tree of good and evil. It said it's the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. So now you would start to perceive two different things, whereas before it was all one.
Yeah, true. Okay, so
I guess the original person was non-binary.
Well,
it was the whole. It wasn't that I don't identify with either one. I'm fluid going back and forth. It was that it was one, and divine feminine was one whole. Sort of like yin and yang, right?
Yeah, hold on. What is downshift saying that people are commenting on downshift? Oh, here it goes. May Aguilera, well, I didn't get head from a tranny one time though, but she was bad as fuck, and I was on my way over there when she told me I didn't fuck her, but she doned me up. LOL, fuck it. My man Downship. Okay, but you didn't know initially, Downship. Downship, did you know initially? Okay, she didn't wait. Yes, she waited till I was 3/4 the way there, and then she told me, shake my head. Hey, Downshift, thank you for.
How did she tell you? I'm curious. How did that happen?
Yeah, Downshift, how did that happen? But I'll tell you what. Nah, I didn't know at first. LOL, she got me. Hey, Downshift, next time that happens, you know what you do? You tell her, well, hold your nuts and don't let it bang into me when I'm banging you out. And just, you might as well finish Downshift. I'd have been like, hold that package.
This is a high vibration show. Bring it higher. Gentlemen, bring it higher.
Downshift, you already in the fight. You already in the fight. You done got ahead. You probably did other things. I mean, you might as well have finished. No, I didn't know. And she looked better than all of my exes. Downshift.
I've heard that several times because them trannies, they be looking fly.
Oh, Lord. Oh,
I've heard that before. I've heard that before. Some of them are. And some of them, they have that thing tied down and back so tight that you do not know that there is anything there. It's amazing. And the body, my daughter went to a club like that. And she said, Mom, they were showing her all the stuff. Like the body, it's almost like a latex, what do you call it? Like, you know, what do you call it when they put a limb on somebody? What do you call that? Like a prosthetic boobs, prosthetic booty, and it's like latex, very soft, very cushy. You feel it. It feels like the real thing. So I've heard that quite a few times from people. Pendergrass, same thing happened to him, but some people debate saying, no, he knew. But I don't know, maybe he did know.
Oh, Downshift sound like he knew. I just commented back. That's what I'm saying. Men are attracted to other men. I don't know, because I'm not. May. I don't know, because I'm not attracted to men, but I do look at men in the sense of like a figure. Like if there's a guy who's good looking, he's good looking. If he's not good looking, he's not good looking. If he has a nice body here, like I'm not phobic that I'm like, oh no, I'm not looking. I don't know. Oh, come on, we're not crazy. Like people that say they don't know, like that's out of control. You know, like we have eyes, we know what's going on. So, but as far as attracted, no, never. Because like if I got a girl, if I have a woman that looks like a man, it's not going down. That's just not what I like. Yeah, like a man who looks like a woman has a better shot than a woman who looks like a man, because I just can't do it. I just can't. It's just not what I like. You know, it just can't. Downshift, but you were getting directions and she told you. That means you know. But you was like, man, the hell, look, Downshift, you knew. Yeah, you knew before you got to the place, so it's okay.
It's all good. Oh, look, we ain't got no judgment on this channel. This channel is about unconditional pure love and raising your love to a high vibration. So hello.
Yeah. You're right, Life from the Moon. People can be tricked, but the proof is in the pudding, baby. if you go down there and you grabbing a package, it's the wrong package. You got to make a choice. Either you're going to keep on and open the package or turn it back down. Yo, Jatea, man, that girl with the back, she was beautiful, but I was like, no, baby, I can't do it. It brought me to that sounds like baby got back like a man. I was gone. Little in the middle, but you got much back. That upper back, your upper back leg, look. And now I'm in better shape. My upper back is cut up. If your upper back is better than mine, we can't roll.
We can't deal.
I love you, Brown Boy. You don't need no wig. Brown Boy. Brown Boy said, I guess I need a wig. No, Brown, you don't need no wig. You good, brother.
Because women have a softness and a femininity, and it's you know, It's really beautiful. Women are very beautiful. Men are, like they said on Seinfeld. What's the lady on Seinfeld? I forget her name. Hey, I forget her name. The girl that was on
I don't know.
Seinfeld with them.
I don't know.
Well, she said, women are beautiful, but men are utilitarian. Like men are not built for looking at. They're utilitarian. They're built for use. But women, but women are built for looking at and
Oh, she said it
enjoying.
was
And
Elaine.
you,
May said it's Elaine.
yeah, Elaine said
Thank
that.
you, May.
She said, she said men are utilitarian. It's like, straight up and down. And there's this thing here. We're not overly, it's not overly attractive to necessarily look at a man. Not saying that men are not attractive. That's not what I'm saying. But women go by what they hear and men go by what they see predominantly, right? So women, we are listening for, you can unlock the
Oh
cookie jar
man, I
door.
love you, Life on the Move. Life on the Move, you're such a sweetheart. Here you go. Here you go. Mwah. She said,
Oh,
Val, she said, not true. Wizards built to look at and touch or feel or something. I love you, Life on the Move.
now I'm not talking about from the neck up.
Mwah. Oh, hold
Yeah,
up, time out. You can't say that because from the neck down, we're made to look. I go to the gym for that purpose. If I spill something on my shirt, I want to be able to take my shirt off and make people either wet or look over here. Like, look, if I take my shirt off and I'm talking and don't nobody get wet, I'm going straight back to the gym. So don't
feeling
say
salty about that?
yeah, men are listen. You're absolutely right. I get what you're saying, but this is what I'm saying. May said, some men are ugly and barbaric. This is how I feel. This is the honest truth. Women are the work of art.
Yeah.
Men, we're behind the 8 ball. We have to bring it in so many different ways so we could even catch up to the women. So I think men, we really need to take care of ourselves and get things done so that we can at least be in somewhat close proximity to what we're getting. You know what I mean? And that's why I think that men, we got to put all that work in. It's because we're behind the 8 ball, like to keep it real, because remember that beauty is not only a physical thing, it's about the emotional thing as well. And like women complete us. So like, man, we got to keep our stuff up. Look, nails got to be cut. You got to do what you got to do. Yeah, downshift. We got to get it in, baby. And you can't. Yeah, and you can't be embarrassed to be in the gym with gloves. Cause my hands are a little rough, but I can't have blisters. I gotta do some massaging and some grabbing and stuff. So
But I'll say this. I don't think as many women get off on looking at men as much as men get off on looking at women. Otherwise, the strip clubs tell the whole story.
Hold up. No.
Well, 1 second. No, let me finish. You have strip clubs with dudes. It's true. Yeah, you definitely have strip clubs with dudes. That's not the question. Clubs with dudes. But let me clarify. This is a good conversation. I was watching a teacher the other day on eroticism and sex. And she said, she's a scientist and, one of these researchers. She said that male desire in a married relationship actually goes down slower than female desire in a relationship. It was really fascinating. Like female desire, when you look at after the marriage, the female desire actually goes down than male desire in the relationship. Now, a lot of people have relationships. Their desire is not in the relationship, right? And
Yeah.
This is what she said. This was so pivotal. Women don't just want to see. Women like the intrigue, the story, the romance. Women want more, need more. So if you look at a male porn movie, you'll see banging, right? If you look at a woman's porn movie, you see a story like, ooh, her husband goes to work. The gardener, you know, is in her, you know, she's not going, you know, if a woman creates, or porn that's created for women is not just hop in the bed, let's start banging, or open up with like men's porn. You open up with a hot girl walking in giving a dude head, right? And that's a men's porn movie. And women are, but women get bored quick. Women require more intrigue. I think it's the goddess in us. Intrigue, a story, the romance. You know, we're complex, and men are very simple, and we're very complex with this whole thing. So I think that is what I'm connecting to as well, that it's got to be just more than see a nice body of a guy.
Huh.
That's great. That's great.
Let me know when you're done, because I got to bring you back, baby.
Go ahead.
I got to get you. I got to get you for that. Well, listen, guys. First of all, me and Val, we have a super duper superseding connection that we're always on the same page. 99.99.9% of the chance. But I'm going to tell you this. And you're talking in general terms, Val. But let's be real. If you look at strip clubs, when there's a women's strip party, there's a lot more head giving and sex going on than in a male strip club. All right? I'm telling you that right now.
I went back to my birthday when my girlfriend surprised me, and I was like, oh, Lord.
Exactly. Yeah. I was like, oh, Jesus. Okay. So, May, yes, Val is right. Val is right, but no. Because I'm going to tell you what the problem is, and I'm going to show you what the little factor is, the changing factor. All right? Downshift, were you with me, right? Downshift? Just let me let you know. So this is the thing. That is what women need. And that is what women want. But don't forget that you need to fuck the shit out of a woman as well. Don't forget that a woman needs to get slammed on her back, curled up against the wall, flipped around, turned back around, eaten out, banged out, eat that up again. I mean, we need to put it through a whirlwind, all right? So wait a minute. So, Christina Perkins, thanks. So
why he had to go there? Y'all done got him started now. Why he had to go there?
The thing that I'm saying is that, no, women normally need that, but relationships aren't normal. And the lack of love, care, and affection that a woman gets, all right, is just as equal as that hard, man, fuck it, we're fucking. You can't just be making love all the time, or like, because remember that a lot of times in husbands and wife, it's not like you can just be like, oh yeah, this is what we're doing. A lot of times it's like, all right, let me put it on doggy style. And the woman has the shit programmed. She's like, he's gonna pump me 3 more times and flip me to the side. Boom, there he is. I mean, that shit gets crazy and boring as well. You know what I mean? So like all of that, let me see her. May, you prefer making love? Yeah, the love is also always great. And it just depends on the woman and the time and the need. But I'm telling you, these women that go out to these clubs for that, those women are ruthless. Because I'm going to tell you, a woman on a mission, hey, baby, you might as well just unbuckle your pants. Because this shit is going down. You know, unbuckle your pants, put on a seatbelt, and be like, get a helmet if you can. You know what I mean?
Get a helmet.
So Downshift said he'll make love for 5 minutes. That's beast mode. Then after that,
5 minutes
takes over. Downshift, Downshift. No, Downshift, you gotta please him first. Then you can go on beast mode afterwards. Okay, let me see.
Well, this is a mood thing too, because for me, sometimes I'm in the mood for making love, and sometimes I'm in the mood for getting my back knocked out. So it's a mood thing too, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. And yes, May, fucking can get boring. But I think anything done in redundancy is boring. If you're getting banged out all the time, if it's just doggy style all the time, I mean, we gotta work on that stuff, and we gotta bring it up. But you can't say that men just want that, because the thing is that yes, men do think differently, and we are triggered differently, and we are serviced differently. So a lot of times it just goes to like your relationship and where you are and how back to nature you are, and that's part of the man's nature and the woman's nature. But it's not always the thing in the relationship. And yes, man, it is the mood. That was just say he be trying. Okay, so back on to where were we? Where were we?
Well, let me ask you a question, Downshift. If you was to be in tantric experience, tantra, you could be making love for 3-4 hours and be in this ecstatic state for over an hour. And what then? And to tell you the truth, sometimes if you're used to going fast, 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 you need to go slow, slow, slow. If you're used to going slow, 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 you need to go fast, fast, fast. Because whatever you're so used to, those become patterns for us. And the whole idea is to express the whole range of sexuality, the whole range of love. So move out of your pattern, move out of what you're used to,
And
do something new.
And let's not only
That's every area of life.
And let's not only put it on downshift or the person that's here. Let's also talk about, or let's not put it on the doer. Let's also look at that sometimes you got to do it because the other person don't know what else to do or what else they want. You know what I mean? So sometimes we got to just switch it up just because there's times where you might do something and they're like, ooh, what was that? Whatever it is, I need you to do it again. You know? So it all depends.
Spice.
Yes. Yes.
We like spice on our food. You got to spice up your love lives. And that's what he means, spicy food like fire. Fire.
Yeah. So Mai says she can teach it. That's good, Mai. Yes, talking helps. Talking helps. May. I'm so sorry, May.
Oh.
All right, so
I love you, May. Love you, May. Uh-oh. Are we still on? We're still on the phone. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, we're still on the phone.
Okay, cool. Let's go to, so does this correlate to the sexual repression in relationships? Is that where we are now? Or we're somewhere else now that we went to male-female desire?
We actually haven't gone through the whole process. We talked about what it is.
Get us back on track, man.
So let's talk about what it does, what it can do to people. Because we're talking about how it negatively influences people in relationships. So what it does, how about that? How about touching a little bit on what it does exactly?
I believe it eats away at a relationship almost like cancer. You know?
Yeah.
That when that sexual thing is not right in a relationship, in my own experience, it was only a matter of time. That was my experience. It was only a matter of time. Yeah. Because sexual intimacy, it reflects so much. It reflects love, it reflects passion, desire. Now, if you're just doing it with someone and you don't have to be in love with them, it can be simply desire, simply enjoyment, simply pleasure also. But if we're talking about these longer term committed relationships, the sexual aspect reflects a lot. Some people use it for bargaining tools. Some people use it because they're upset. Women.
Yeah.
Let's do that. And women, they have said that women's desire goes away somewhat after childbirth and things like that. But I didn't find that. I didn't have that experience. Maybe just because I had a high libido. and once again, connected and engaged with that person, the libido is much higher. If I don't feel that connection, the libido was lower. That just was my experience.
Yeah, it does tear stuff apart, and I mean, and even on a personal level, You know, it causes stress. It causes people also to become more lost than where they are, because now you're fighting what you want or what you think you want, and you're trying to become something else or be confined to a certain box or what you think society accepts or your relationship or what it is, and it's just a loss of time. You know, I'm really a true believer on do whatever you want. Like, do what you want, be empathetic, but do it, because it's only going to save time. Because a lie or a deception is just a procrastination of the truth. So if you're pulling things down or you're pushing things down, it's going to come up at some point. So like you need to deal with it. Like, so let's deal with it. You know what I mean?
How would they deal with it? What would they do?
What do you mean? What would they do? I think, to be honest,
If you keep
before,
feeling something like in that experience we're talking about, she wants to be faithful to her husband, and she
yeah,
wants, that's beautiful, and yet she keeps, this thing keeps coming up, and it's strong. It's not just a passing fancy. Like, you know, we all have passing fancies. We understand what that is. Like, ooh, they're hot. You feel a little ooh, ooh, ooh. And maybe you could sneak into the bathroom, do that thing in 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and be done and go have dinner and leave and never think about it again.
hmm
That's not what this is. This is, ooh, it's something that keeps coming up like a ooh. And it feels deeper than just a passing fancy.
how do you know it
So
feels
how do
deeper?
people, the energy expresses, it's a rise in energy. Like when I'm around people, you know, you pick up the energy.
Yeah.
You ever been around a couple not that happy,
No, no,
and
and you know.
either the wife, hmm,
Yeah.
yeah, it's energy. You can just feel this surge of energy, like around a woman that she's attracted to,
Yeah.
that's just not there, you know. Yeah,
Well,
at other times.
this is where I'm at with that. When I was younger, there were times I always said, well, look, if you get goosebumps because of this, this is how you feel. Or if you get butterflies, it's because there's love, or because there's this. There are so many factors that can give you physical manifestations of energy, of feelings, you know? Just like women that think they're pregnant. There's women that actually develop the symptoms. They start lactating. Like, are you serious? Yes. You know what I mean? And I think it's even happened to some men that have had that experience for whatever reason. And the thing is this: you need this person, because remember that when we're talking about these needs and desires, they're not always a sexual thing. I mean, in this case, it more than likely is, but it's not always a sexual thing. I really believe that this person has to find out several things. What is it? How do you feel? What is it that you really want? You know what I mean? So, because if that's the case, then men would sleep with everybody forever. And a lot of times we have to understand, all right, what is that you're really seeking? Oh, I'm seeking love. I'm missing love in my life. And this is how it manifests. You know what I'm saying? Um, for somebody else, it could be they don't have that sexual experience and they don't understand it. And I mean, there's so many things so many factors that come into place, because when you're talking about these feelings and desires, that's a manifestation of a greater need.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
understand?
Yeah.
So it's not always that that's what you want to do, because if that's the case, then everybody would not be in a relationship. Everybody would be polyamorous, or everybody would have do whatever they want to do. You know what I mean? So like these people, if I had someone with me, like besides the spiritual aspect of it, which we will touch on, like I would need to know, like, where is your thought process? Is spirituality involved? How are you exploring this? How do you know, or how do you not know that this is what you want? How do you know that you have these exact desires. How is it not? What is it not linked to? You know what I mean? Then what are the results? What are the end results? What exactly are you looking for? Because a lot of times we do things without spirit, and then we don't even look at the end results. A lot of times we say, oh, I want to sell cars. Yay, I want to sell cars. This is what I like to do. And you're like, I didn't know it was based on commission. Oh Lord, I didn't know I was gonna work 12-hour days. Oh God, I didn't know that I might not sell a car this whole month. You know, like, oh no, I don't want that. I don't want that. Because the same way people are in self-exploratory, like in that in mundane ways, and the way they are in spiritually, like this is what happens a lot of times to a lot of people. And a lot of times it's not that you want something, it's that your relationship ain't giving you shit that you want. So when you look at what you think you want, you're like, oh, I want that. And now you think you want to be polyamorous. Or now you think that, oh, I like women. Or no, maybe it's that you don't like your man so much that you like Jesus. I don't want anything to do with that damn gender. You know what I mean? So like it depends. It depends. Like this, people really have to look into it. Like you really need to sit back. You know, like I said before, when I was younger, there were times that I had to physically and mentally please myself or go through a process to know if I liked a certain girl for real. Because I said, okay, I want to have sex with someone. She's in my class or whatever it was. And it's like, but she's a good girl. I can't just have sex with her and then leave her. So I had to really process it. And then it's like, oh yeah, I do like her. I love her. I did, blah, 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 blah. And then I would do some self-pleasure stuff or whatever. And when I was done, I didn't want nothing to do with her. So I was like, oh,
that's revealing, isn't it?
Yeah. So I had to do stuff like that to see, all right, so just leave her alone because I'm not even thinking about her now. Okay, it's because I haven't had sex all week and she's available and I'm physically attracted to her. So now I think my mind is going to play the trick on me that, yes, I want a relationship. And as soon as I get it, boom, here I just hurt somebody. You know what I mean? So like these things have to be looked at. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you this. If this person or a person has these thoughts and desires and they're not willing or wanting to talk about it to their partner or to people, that's clearly there's either some shame, some guilt, some fear, or guess what? What's the other factor that nobody looks at?
What?
Your ass doesn't want to do that. Because if your ass really wanted it, you would do it.
They have.
Huh? No, I'm not saying that person specifically. I'm saying just period. Yeah, because if you want to do something, you would do it.
You're going to do it.
Yeah.
Eventually, you're going to do it.
And if you have done it with the person and talk to them about it, and you're still having this, there's some discovery that you need to do. There's some digging and some rediscovering and reassessing. Why is it? Why is it not working? I did it. I mean, when they did it, what happened then?
They still in the same, pretty much. It's pretty much nothing's changed.
I know, but what was the process? If we're gonna talk about this specific case, because you know I'm all about specificity.
They met the twin flame, and the twin flame is not who they're married to.
So they had a relationship with the twin flame? You saying yes?
Yes.
Okay, so when that happened, I mean, why didn't anything change?
Because they're not with the twin flame, so that was like a momentary thing. You know, they see the twin flame every so often, but they're in a relationship with they're at home with their spouse.
All right, I'm bringing her and the twin flame over then.
We're gonna do some culture. We're gonna do a jam session. We call it a jam session. We're gonna do a jam session.
We might leave. I might leave you out on this one. I might take this one myself. No. Listen up. So, listen up. So,
Dysfunctional
Dr.
shit.
Jatan
And I'm like, you gotta.
Dr.
This is
Jatan said
dysfunctional.
a twin flame is dangerous.
Dangerous.
Damn, Dr. Jatan sounded like she felt that the twin flame.
I've been there.
May, we'll talk
I've
about
been
the twin
there.
flame. So this is the thing, though. This is the thing.
That twin flame will turn you
Okay,
upside.
so listen.
Your
What I'm saying is, why did nothing change? Why did nothing change? Why did it stay the same? Is the twin flame the problem? Was he the problem? Was the third person the problem? Like, why didn't it change? What didn't change? What is it that's supposed to change that did not change? Is that something we're sharing?
Good question. I don't know if anything was supposed to change.
Well, it's supposed to be changed, because if this person is still having that, then something hasn't changed that this person wants it to change. I'll give you another example. Okay, there was a time in my life that I was very open to a lot of things, right? So when I went through my screening process, I had to take a different route in screening. So if I know that I like this certain type of person or woman or female, right? When I was attracted to this person or I wanted something with this person, I had to think, no, because this is the kind I got to bang out real fast. So my approach, my whole list of things was different than, let's suppose, somebody who looked different, who was different, because now I could give myself some leeway, because I know I'm not acting on impulse or I'm not acting on my second head. You know what I mean? So this person has to find out or has to discover what is it that they're really looking at and what is it that they really want as the end result. Because if you're saying that their sexual energy turns a certain way when they're around certain women or something like that, I don't remember exactly what it was, then that means it ain't about the twin flame. It ain't necessarily about the twin flame. No, I don't think it is
about the twin flame. I don't think it's about the twin flame.
But it could be, though. But it could be, because if the twin flame is missing and it filled a certain excitement in your life and a certain that you weren't getting, I mean, you might be looking to fill that void as well. And that might be really where the issue is.
Very true. I intuit is that there's something missing. Just as you said, there's something missing.
Well, there's always something missing.
Yeah. Something missing. Yeah. And maybe we're not clear on what's missing for us. Like there's some kind of unmet need within the self that we're not clear on. And rather than get clear on it, we project it outwards as desire. So for me, whenever I feel like I'm in this desire thing, it does call for self-examination, especially for a spiritual master, or for all of us who desire to be spiritual masters. It calls for self-examination, because we have to ask this, what's going on with me? And get some answers.
That's really where it's at, because like you said, if somebody doesn't want to talk about it, because you said talk about it with your, so I'm surprised that you said that they met the twin flame, because initially you said that when you told them to talk about it, that she was like, oh, no. So I was surprised to know that. So
I think they've already broached it, but it hasn't, they've broached it, but they have not resolved it. So, you have a husband and a wife, they've talked about certain things, or certain things have come up, but it has not been resolved.
You're right. But the thing is that how is it going to be resolved if she's the one that has the confusion going on?
You got to resolve it within yourself.
Yeah, because you can't come to the table asking me about something or trying to do something, and I don't know what the hell you're talking about. If you don't know, if you don't know what you're talking about, I definitely don't know what you're talking about.
If you don't know what's going on with you,
Yeah, unless you bring your twin flame, and I like banging her out, you know, or I like her in the bedroom, but that's still not gonna resolve it. Like for me,
no, it's not gonna resolve
yeah,
it.
I think you need to resolve that so that you can know what is it that you really want and what is it that you really need, so you know where you're at and where you're going.
And to tell you the truth, isn't that the case with everything? That we must know. I gotta plug in the phone. I could not believe that battery is going already. Isn't that the case with everything? That we need to know thyself.
Yeah,
Know
yeah,
what's going on with you. Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't think our peeps could hear me though. Could our peeps hear us? Right?
Yeah, they're saying it right, and May said Valerie is right. Life on the Move said right. Brown Boy co-signing. Downshift said haha right. And Dr. Jatir says sorry, didn't realize. I don't know what Dr. Jatir meant. Dr. Jatir says sorry, didn't realize you get a notification, Rev. LOL, I'll wait. I don't know what she's talking about.
Oh, I know what she's talking about. It's all good.
Oh, Life on the Move say yes.
It's all good. It's all good. I know what's going on.
Well, she gotta text you that then. This is a group chat. We don't know what she's talking about. What you talking about, Dr. Jatia?
No, Dr. Jatia. I don't think Dr. Jatia, you gonna be talking about that now?
Talking about what?
What she's texting me, what she's messaging me about.
Well, just talk about it. You don't need to check with her.
I'm on travel, by the way. I'm in a hotel. I'm on travel. I go home in the morning, so please excuse the background, peeps.
Dr. Jatia. Hold up, Dr. Jatia. This is an open show. There is no texting and all that in the background. If you want to talk about something, talk about it. If not,
or otherwise, leave it to yourself.
No. We're not gonna be. I'm not gonna be disrespectful because I love everybody here, and Dr. Jatir has a special place in my heart. I love that woman.
Absolutely, that's my boo.
But Dr. Jatir, just tell Reverend Val don't open her mouth. When I asked Reverend Val, she should have not said nothing. She should have just been like. So yeah, you can't say, are you gonna talk about that? You can't talk about the text that's private. You gotta text back. Because if you bring it on we can't do sidebar, right? Life on the Move. This is open.
No sidebar.
We naked out here. We might need to do a show naked, all of us, and just be like, we all open. That's it.
Like we we can do that.
The cameras be like this though. The camera be like this.
It'd be like this.
Hey.
Why are you so crazy, Wiz? Why are you so crazy?
I'll see. But I'll be like, May, we can only see your eyebrows, May.
Look, you don't want us to get kicked off YouTube.
Down, May.
To get us kicked off YouTube, do you? You don't want to get us kicked off YouTube.
If that happens, I'm gonna be moving side to side with mine. I'm gonna just stand up and move my way side to side. I'm gonna be like this. I'm gonna do that while you're talking. I'm gonna be like, hey,
oh my God!
I'm not gonna be high. We ain't doing all that.
We ain't doing that. No, we ain't doing all that.
Hold on.
Plus, we would have to tell YouTube this is an explicit video. 18 and over. Remember, Tantra Talks is high vibration. Tantra Talks is high vibration, okay? High vibration. Keep it high vibration.
Dr. Jatel, you didn't send her pictures because Valerie said, are you going to talk about all that now? So, that was
talking to me?
No, Dr. Jatel said she just sent you pictures She
I
wasn't.
saw the messages coming through. I didn't see the messages yet. I saw that there are messages coming through.
Oh
I didn't look
Lord,
at them yet.
we're not gonna answer without thinking about it because your response was, Dr. Jatea, we gonna talk about that now on the show. So we gotta think before we answer because we don't want anybody to think we're lying here. Because we aren't liars, right, Val? We don't
No
lie
way. No way.
here.
We keep it. We
Life
keep it
on the move, I'm
100.
gonna let it go. Life on the move, I'm gonna let it go. But we're gonna say
Yeah, we can
this.
let it go.
Whatever we talk about here, we putting it on the table. So next time you gotta put at the end of the message, Val, don't mention this on the air. This is a sidebar.
OMG. I'm okay with sidebars. I'm a coach. You would be amazed at the stuff, right? Wiz, and what we hear in behind closed doors. Even on a cruise ship, people were coming to the room and we had conversations with people. People instantly go into tears. They tell us a lot and we keep it. If I don't,
Hey, look,
I'll take it to my grave.
My stuff's been clicking. My stuff. Look at the messages I'm getting on my phone. My stuff's been clicking. So I know, but I can't be answering it. They gotta just stop. I'll have to get them later.
Okay.
All right. So let's talk about then. What should they be doing once you figure out is it guilt, is it shame, what is it? Then what do you do?
You back to your spiritual practices again. It's just like everything. This is a spirituality channel. We're back to our spiritual practices: prayer, meditation, chanting. Take your vibration higher. The higher you vibrate, guilt, shame, fear, doubt, all that stuff starts shaking off. It's like a rocket ship that goes up, right? Breaks off. It goes higher. Then something else breaks off. Then it goes higher. Something else breaks off. The higher you take your vibration, the more that stuff falls off. This morning, I had a deep love meditation. I meditated only on love. I said, I am being love. This whole day is drenched in love. I am love. My life intention. I am love. And so therefore, take your vibration higher. Do your spiritual practices. Be God. Because God don't have none of those issues. Hello.
Yeah.
Those issues.
And another thing is that as you take your vibrations higher, and like Valerie said, the parts start coming off of the rocket ship, with those parts are going to leave the things that are non-compliant with where you're at or where you're feeling. Now, you have to reach a certain level of honesty and truthness, because what might be gone is your partner.
Hello.
And you have to be okay with that. You know, sometimes you have to sacrifice all of it. You have to be sometimes the Lamb of God. You know, you got to pull that Jesus card out. Because what it is, and this is why it's really important that you get honest with yourself, because once you know what you know, no partner,
you can't unknow it.
No penis, no vagina, no sex, no nothing is going to hold you down. And if you're not doing it, you're not really going to get on your path, and you're not really going to flourish how you're supposed to. And you're always going to have something, and you're not going to understand what it is. And I'm going to tell you something that is so sensitive that I'm at a point, or I get to points where I just will not speak to certain people. Or if I'm getting certain drama and I can't get rid of this person, I'm going to be like, stop. This is what it is. This is what you're going to do. Decide now, because I need to move on from this conversation. Like, I can't feed into this right now. I just can't. You know, there's times that we just have to wake up, and we can't be masochists. We can't be self-loathers. We cannot indulge in things that are taking us out of our spirituality, out of our nature. Because if you think about it, we're not all serving the purpose that we're supposed to serve. So why would you carry anything else that you know and is in your control? Why would we do that?
Addicted to pain and suffering. That's why. Addicted to pain and suffering. Addicted to drama. I used to be addicted to drama because I was too afraid to live my destiny. So I was addicted to drama. something would come up, I would have to run and take care of it, put out fires. I had a life that consisted of putting out a lot of fires. Why? Because if I kept myself busy with drama, I got an adrenaline rush, which was the titillation and the excitement I needed, because I didn't have the titillation and excitement and the deep down fulfillment of living my destiny, which I really believe is going on sometimes when people are searching for desires and things are gnawing at them. It's your destiny. It's not you got to have this or that or the other. It's your destiny. My destiny was gnawing at me from the inside. And I didn't have the fulfillment and the enthusiasm. I wasn't like, you know how when you are on point with your destiny, you know how you're buzzing, you know how you have a joy and an enthusiasm. Oh, okay. You know how about now? You know how you have a joy and enthusiasm about yourself when you're living your destiny, when you feel good and you're engaged? There's like a fire in your spirit, right? There's this joie de vivre, or what is that thing they call it? Life, like spice of life. What do you call that? You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? What's that thing they French call it? Huh?
Yeah, I know. I can't think of the word though.
I didn't have that. So I was trying to feel something. So I was addicted to drama, and the adrenaline rush would go through my body, and I would be like this. I was addicted to adrenaline. Because I saw what I was doing and I wasn't happy, and I came into a deep depression. It wasn't working for me. I believe people are deeply unfulfilled. I believe it's destiny gnawing at us. Your calling, right? Calling you.
Yeah, it is. And I love when I start getting repugnant. I love when things start making me nauseous. Sometimes there's phone calls or text messages that just make me nauseous, and I don't even open them. Because I can feel the energy coming with it. And I'm like,
really?
Nope, I will get it later. And sometimes
you ain't getting me today. You ain't getting me today.
Not today. We'll try again tomorrow. Yeah, or when I got the energy. Yeah, sometimes you just can't. But again, it's really key that you do that self-exploration. Because if you don't do that, you're just like May, you talked about going day by day. You're right. There's certain times that is what you have to do. You go day by day. You know what I mean? It's tiring, and it's okay. You go day by day. But there has to be some points where you are putting your heels back and you're not moving. Oh, Chad Grant says, je ne sais quoi. It's like a...
That's it. Je ne sais quoi.
That means I don't know. It's like I don't know what. Right, Chad? I speak a little bit of it.
No. It's not je ne sais quoi. It's joie de vie. Something like that. Joie de vie.
Of the life.
Not je ne sais quoi.
I'm a little...
Joie de vie. Yeah, something of life. Like zest, like spice of life, zest of life. Like this... a zest. Joie de vie, I think it's called. Help me. I don't speak French. Help me in the comments. Help me.
Help me.
Help me. A lot of people are missing that. They're missing that zest of life. A lot of people are missing that.
Yeah.
And I find you only have it on your destiny. You only have it when you're on your soul's calling. That's where everything is. All the love, all the relationships, all the money, all the goodness, all the deliciousness of life comes when you're on destiny.
The spice of life. What is it exactly you were trying to... Because the spice of life is something like épicier de vie or something. Yeah, de vie. De vie means of life. Épicier de vie. Yo, girl. I'm like trilingual. I could try to speak a couple languages. I know a couple things. I know voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir?
I'm sure. Ce soir.
Yeah, it was that song took me a lot of places when I traveled. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir?
Ce soir.
Tonight.
Do not. Bonjour, madame.
Yeah.
Voulez-vous coucher? That thing is life. Passion is more than excitement. It's beyond excitement. It's not just excitement, because excitement, comes and goes. And they say excitement is a hair away from fear. Like you just move the fear button over a tiny bit, the little slide it over a tiny bit, you get excitement.
Yeah.
But this is more than excitement. This is life, the spice of life. Like you have zest. Talking about. I think it's called joie de vivre. Joie de vivre? Joie de vivre.
I'm not sure.
J-O-I, something like that.
But we'll Google it after when we do our vocabulary show. We do our vocabulary show. My biggest hang up with this is that so many people are spiritually disconnected and kind of lost in life. And I really hate for people to take decisions based on what they think they need. Because most of the times we don't always know what we need. So you really have to, I really want to talk to the person that you're talking to, actually. They're probably one of your clients, so I don't want to get into all that. But like, because I want to help crack this case.
It will be cracked.
Oh, I know. I know. You on it. It's going to be cracked.
No, I'm going to call you so we can call this person and we're going to crack the case.
I don't know if I want to get involved. I don't know if I need to get involved.
Oh, yes, because I haven't cracked it yet. So, hello. Come on, Wiz.
Man, I'm long-winded. And then I'll be all up in the case. And then it'd be 6 months. I'm still with this client. I'm like, that's your client. She can't be taking up one of my client spots. Look, we can't be doing that. How about I just read your notes and give you my feedback?
Read my clinical notes.
Go back to war with it. Yeah, you can take it back to your next battle.
Oh, we need your professional. No, but to tell you the truth, beyond your professional expertise is your soul calling. I mean, my God, we were on the rock in Bell Rock, and it goes beyond professional expertise. It goes to calling. We're called for this work. Yeah. So we were on Bell Rock. And I was like, okay, we done yet? Wiz was like, no, we're not done yet. We were up there for 4 hours.
Hey, baby.
Because really, that was critical, because Jesus Christ, that anointing says, let's be with our people. Jesus Christ was out there on a Sermon on the Mount all day with his peeps. Hours, right? The witch was like, okay, we done. Because are we done? No, I didn't say we done. I just asked, are we done? Wiz was like, no. Let's go a little further. And I love that. So yeah, we gotta work. We'll put you on the case.
Oh Lord.
If the clinician won't handle it, the Jesus Christ will handle it.
We're gonna work it out.
We're gonna work it out.
Yeah, I can't get engaged into something and not finish it. Because if not, we don't waste most of our time. I mean, and it's never a waste of time, because you just never know what people take from what you really give them, And it's not to say that longer time means better results. Because oh Lord, it's like frozen. Your phone's not plugged in? The witch is gone. Bring her back. What could we do? You have your we are all learning. And I am always learning too. And you know what's crazy, May? That I love you said, yeah, cops are fun snatchers. So May, we're always all learning. And the day that we think we're not learning is the days that we have become full, and the days that we stop growing. So trust me, we are all learning. We're all moving. As we help others, we are also helping ourselves, because there's always something to gain. Always, whether it's spiritually, whether it's psychologically, whether it's emotional, but there's always a gain. I know someone, I think it was Brown Boy, talked about the vampires. You're absolutely right. We need to watch out for the vampires. Val, you seem to be back on. I see your face. Is your phone back on? I see not your face, but I see your picture. Your battery. We'll scroll up. Respond to my comment about childhood, please. Okay. So many of these issues come from childhood. Yes, definitely. Definitely they do. And you know what's crazy? That most of them come from our childhood, because those are a lot of feelings that we repress. And there's so many people that, I mean, there's things that have happened to people on Life on the Move. It's when they're 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the mind and the human anatomy is so miraculous. A lot of times the mind will delete memories from your head. Like when you can't cope with something, or you feel that you're unable to adequately address something, or make something, or develop the coping skills, adequate coping skills for it, your mind will delete that stuff. That's why a lot of times when someone doesn't like somebody, a lot of times it's something comes up from the past. Somebody that did something to you, or something that happened, and it just brings something back, and you don't understand exactly what it is. A lot of times that's what it is. And that's why it's really important to stay spiritually grounded and connected to God, because a lot of these things we're unaware of. Parents don't know how to teach their children. Parents don't even know themselves. You're right. Child experiences are preparing us for our master spiritual self. Yes, Ma, you are right. And that's why a lot of times, I know when I was younger, I used to think, why would this happen to somebody? Why would this go on? And why would, I don't want to say God allowed it, but I would think, like, why would God allow this? And until I learned, like, with my measly speck of a brain and understanding, I'm not always, or most of the time, going to understand God's plan. Because God moves with the swiftness and with the deepness that is ununderstandable to any human being. Maybe what we experience is meant to teach someone something else. A lot of times it is mine. And God is so deep that he'll do that. And on top of that, what you just went through is preparing you also for something else. That's why a lot of times, a lot of us that go through a lot and have these experiences are really being prepared to be like master leaders, to move the masses and stuff like that. Like, but we have to be able to come out of this and see that and understand that and believe that. And a lot of times we get caught up with these things, and then we have these behaviors that we say we don't understand. Just like you talked about, maybe with someone that they have, that their energy comes up or whatever, that has an attachment to it. It's not about that, because if it's with different people, it's not always about that. There has to be an attachment. And it's not to say that, oh, you have this hole, because they might be attracted to you, Valerie. And what it might be, and get what? No, we're not talking. We're talking about the person that you're talking about. Calm down. Talk about you get a lot of love. We know that. Everybody loves you. Even the people that don't see you. I got people I told about you. They're like, where is she? I love her. I was like, you don't know her. But they can feel it. So, but like, I'll give you an example. Like this person, the same person you talked about, might be attracted to you. Her attraction to you might be because of the twin flame. She's attracted to me as well. Her attraction to me might be just sporadic or physical, or it might be spiritual. Like, these are the reasons that they need to do self-exploration so they can identify. Because there's nothing wrong with lusting or having these attractions, because it's normal. You're going to have that. You know what I mean? If you see a lobster tail on a steak, some people might start salivating, some people might not. So that stuff is normal. Let me look at some of the comments. But go ahead, talk so I can look at some of the comments. Because Can you guys hear her? Hear Val? Oh no, you're not even on here. Yeah, you're not even on. Oh, sorry, Val. I'm wondering. Oh, what if I put you on speaker? Hold on. Let's see. Guys, hold on. Hello? Can you guys hear Val? Talk, Val. Val, speak.
Oh, yeah.
Can you guys hear her? Val.
Sound check. I'm here. It must mean it's time to end the show because it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning.
All right. I'll put you back on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me see what they're saying. All right. Let me put you back on my earphone, on my earpiece. Let me look at. Oh, no. Chad said he could hear you. Wait. Chad said he could hear you.
Oh, wow. It's time to end the show. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. Come on, peeps. We got to get rocking and rolling, peeps.
Hold on a minute. Let me read some of this. Let me read some of these comments. Wait. Oh, my God. They were typing while I was talking. Downshift. That's true because I'm still frowning for my kids. My son is 11 and my daughter's 14. I started early. LOL. You Downshift. You funny. All families aren't spiritual. Life on the move. You're absolutely right. Growing with my kids. Typo. Yeah, we're all growing with the kids. Kids teach you a lot.
But here's one quick thing. Not that everybody is not spiritual. Every person is spiritual because every person is God. What it is we are not in touch with our spirituality. Nobody can be more spiritual than they are because everybody is a spiritual being. Everybody's spirit. You're an energy.
Yeah, you're just not practicing.
Hello.
Mai said it well. Mai said we're all spiritual in a human vessel. Great.
That's right.
Brown boy
you're
agrees.
God in a human body. You're a soul. So you're naturally spiritual. Everybody's spiritual. But now, how much are you in touch with it? How much are you emanating it? How much are you aligned with your spiritual true essence, your true spiritual essence? Everybody is God at the core.
Yo, Daniel Hogan, you are a trip. He said, Santa Claus is better than the Christian God. Shit, if you're good, Santa Claus gives you a gift. The Christian God doesn't give you shit. Daniel Hogan, we're going to have to pray and talk to you later.
Actually,
Chad said, no, I can't. Chad said, no, I can't. Life on the Move said, not spiritual meaning not knowing how to connect with your spirit. Life on the Move said, no. Jatia White said, no. I can't hear Val. I can hear Val. Yep, LOL. Is this show over now? Chad Grant is about to be over. Brown Boy said he could hear you. Downshift said he's 32. I'm 32 also. May. Downshift and May Aguilera. Hey. We might end the show. Can you guys still hear Val or no? Talk, Val. Val? All right, she has left us. It's my first time and I'm really enjoying it. Hey, thanks, Chad Grant. We love you and appreciate you for coming. Daniel, I'm a spirit living in a human experience, not a human. All right, Daniel Hogan, I hear that. That's great stuff right there. Val has gone. So I got you guys all to myself. Now I'm gonna turn y'all. No. So anyways, as far as that goes, good night. We're gonna see you guys too. May, good night. Much love, May. So as far as what we were talking about with the sexual repression, we talked about what it is. We talked about what it does. We talked about you exploring what is it that you really want. How do you know it's not something else? And also make sure you look at the longevity of it. Look at it in a holistic way. Look at all of it so that you know you're on point or not. Do you really want the end results? Because remember, guys, there are things, we are life on the move. Thank you, babe. There are things that we want. We don't want to do the process to get there. There are things that I do that I say, oh Lord, there's a tedious process to it, but I want the end results. Then there are things that we want that we want to do the tedious things, but we don't really want the end results. And we don't know about it because we just look at the, like, for example, the sex. Sex is great. Let's do it. I want to do it. I want to eat her out. I want to have sex with her. I want to make love to her, whatever. But we don't look at what's coming with it. And then that happens a lot of times when there's something good in the tedious process of it. And we don't look at what's coming after it, what's going to be the end results. So guys, take a look at what you're doing. Look at it in a holistic manner so you can see that from beginning to end and see where it is that you really are. What is that? Because once you do that, then you can figure out what you really want. And I don't know if the person she's talking about is out there, but you might just want the sex. You might just be missing that flame or that fire. All right? Do you really want the whole process? And if so, is that something that your partner wants? And if so, is it something that you're willing to give up? Is it something you're willing to share? Is it something that you're willing to let go of? Because that's what we don't always look at. Is it worth it? And when we look at that, we're talking about, is it worth it in the sense of, because I don't want you to get scared now and say, ooh, it's not worth me leaving a stable home and this and that. No. Is it worth it for you internally? What you feel? We did one on the twin flame. I forget what show it was. Look at that. Look at that show that we had on it. We talked about the twin flames. I don't remember exactly. I think it was like 3 weeks ago. And if you have any questions, email me or call me or something. They talked about it last week. It was last week that we talked about it? Okay. No, it's different. We have soulmates, but it's different. It's different. Somewhat different. Hello? I'm not sure. Can you guys hear Val talk, Val? I was just closing them now.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Hello. Hola.
She said hello.
Hello. Is that better than the FaceTime?
I don't know if they could hear you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Queen Bala said yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, they hear you.
Uh-huh.
So what I just ran down the process of what we talked about, and then I also told them to look at the entire process so they could decide where they are. Because a lot of times we enjoy the process or we don't want the process, but we want the end results, or we enjoy the process, but we don't really want the end results. So really look at that. It's not always about figuring yourself out only. It's about what exactly is it that you want. Because if you don't want the end results and you just like the tedious parts, which might be just the sex, if that's what your thing is, then at least you got that clarity, and now you can communicate that with your partner. And you might have to be a polyamorous. I don't know. He might be happy, actually. He might be like, all right, cool. Because you've been working me to death in bed. Anyways, we could use the help.
I sense that part of it may be the excitement. Well, like we talked about earlier, the excitement of something may be missing, and that's something titillating, exciting, somewhat forbidden, because naturally for humans, what's forbidden is always going to be more exciting and tantalizing because it's forbidden. Forbidden fruit is always more delicious.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You don't think so?
Yeah. I agree with you.
It's more tempting. The forbidden fruit is so much more tempting.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Yeah.
Life on the move. I love Life on the Move. Life on the Move. I love this lady because she's amazing. She is like.
How do we know it's a lady? Is it for sure a lady? I wondered that.
I feel her energy as a female. It's okay if she is or isn't, but she's always like letting me know whose question hasn't been answered. Like right now, she just posted, "Everyone, please like the video. It's only 2 likes and 12 people are watching." Who knows that? Life on the Move is on it. Love you, Life on the Move.
Beautiful. I love it.
You, Life on the Move.
I love her comments too on the bits, and I love her comment because she made a comment about the bits. You know, you feel that the show is addictive, and you feel that it's. Did you see that? Did you see that comment on our channel?
No, I'm laughing at Life on the Move. Life on the Move said, "Wizard's tempted. I'm a grown woman." Life on the Move. Love Life on the Move. Love me some Life on the Move.
I have a feeling if you met up with Life on the Move live, there'd be some furniture moving.
It wouldn't be. She'd be Life on the Move, not lot, but lot of furniture.
It'd be furniture moving. It might be something popping off. I don't know, but I appreciate her comment that she made about the show being addictive. All kidding aside, I'm always kidding, but you know, just kidding about some of those things. But I love that comment about this show being addictive and that this channel is non-judgmental. I love the comment because the comment really spoke to the fact that this is a safe place of pure, unconditional love where we desire everyone to come and be able to have real, grown conversation, high vibration about your love, sexuality, and relationships, and receive, you know, what we can all bring to the table. We're all learning from each other. So I love it. I love, love, love her comment that she made on the channel. It's so beautiful.
Yes, I do.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I do. I'm trying to find a wink to send Life on the Move. Where are these winks at? Where is the wink
emojis?
Yeah, the
emojis.
There I just found
the emojis are right next to a little arrow.
I found it. No, I found it, Val. I found it.
You found it. All right, it's time to end the show. It's 1:09. See,
Wow.
y'all gotta go to bed. We gotta wake up early in the morning. I must be.
Jarvis.
Let me not say we. I must wake up early in the morning. I have a flight to catch early in the morning.
Ooh, well, we gotta get that.
We gotta get that flight together.
Yes, Daniel Hogan. Lust gets you nowhere. You're absolutely right. Yes, May. I think all of you guys. I love this show. I love the commenting.
I love it.
Like, I think if we just came and just spoke to each other, like, it would be banging anyways. Like, I love it. I love you guys. Daniel, thanks for coming. Cornelius! Brown Boy's name is Cornelius. Oh,
wow.
I love that
That's
name.
from the Bible.
And
that's from the Bible. Cornelius was in the Bible.
And downshift is Jarvis. Jarvis and Cornelius. JC in the house. All right, listen.
I feel so honored that they shared their private.
Yes, thank you for sharing that with me.
Honored.
I feel honored as well. You guys are amazing. We're all family here.
Amazing.
Thank you, Abeni Edison. I'm sure that you're a beautiful being too. Because anytime anyone thinks that I'm beautiful, they just have beautiful eyes, and you just see beauty.
Oh,
so, is it
true.
Abeni? Am I pronouncing that right? Abeni Edison.
Wow.
Well, I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Like, share, subscribe. Go to my page, Roberto Amato. Then we also have Valerie Love. And if you don't know where else to go to thewitchandthewizard.com. That's Don Cornelius from Soul Train. Daniel Hogan, it's crazy. He said it's Don. So you go to witchandthewizard.com and you can see our links. We love you guys tremendously. Benny, thank you for sharing. Thank you for coming. Dr. Jataya, I had a waiter named Solomon tonight. I tried to recruit him. Hey, baby, get that in. Love you guys. Brown Boy, Cornelius, Jarvis, Life on the Move, May. Love you guys. Adam, we love you as well. I love the wolf on your page, on your book. But anyways, see you guys soon. Next week I'll be traveling as well. I'll be gone for a few weeks. Stopping in London for a second and a couple other places. So I will definitely try to keep up. Let's see what the time zones I'm going to be in. And since I'll be away from the States, I'll be able to record and start putting stuff on my channel that I put up and I haven't been able to upload. Peace, love, blessings. Love you. Val, anything closing?
Hey, love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah,
Becky
mwah.
Lee. Mwah, Becky Lee.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Love you guys.
Love you.
And like I love to do, since Val's not here and she's not on the camera, she's here in spirit and in voice. I'm going to tell you guys, like I do to my Spanish people, I'm sending you love, 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 and a whole lot of love. Love you guys. We'll see you. Bye. Yes, I'll send you my contact info. Life on the Move lot. Love you guys. Spot of tea. Spot of tea, Daniel. Spot of tea. All right. Love you guys. Bye. And Becky, good to see you on here. Benny. Thank you, sweetie. Bye.